okay. I'm awake.
What are you doing sleeping, man? Do you have any idea what's going down this Thursday?
I'm awake. You don't have to use the megaphone. I'm awake.
Oh, sorry.
So what's this Thursday?
Anyway, this Thursday, the NBA season is back.
Oh, shit.
It's back, baby.
That's right.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
You excited?
Fuck yeah, man.
You know what this means, though?
What?
We have to record our NBA predictions.
We gotta record our predictions. And man, I got some juicy takes, man. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be really interesting. The Orlando bubble, anything can happen. God. Maybe your Mavs can pull off something Cinderella-like.
And just people stop going to strip clubs.
Yes. Don't go to the strip clubs. All right, so let's record these predictions, man.
Well, let's get to it.
To the Fury Studio!
Immediately following this recording, I stood up, tripped over Sean's foot, and violently fell through a glass coffee table. I was in tremendous pain. All the while, Sean stood over me, laughing his ass off. I don't think it was an accident.
What's up, NBA fans, and welcome back to the restart of the NBA season.
So excited.
It's going down this Thursday. We're getting NBA back, and I couldn't be more excited, Sean.
Of course.
The bubble in Orlando has been working out really goddamn well, with the exception of a few boneheads.
Yeah.
Getting takeout. Lou Williams making it rain at a strip club.
Jesus.
What was he thinking? But anyway, I'm excited because we've never seen anything play out like this before.
Yeah.
A bubble, no one really has the huge advantage here to restart this season, and anything can happen. Look at your Dallas Mavericks. In the bubble, they could put off a Cinderella storyline. Who knows?
Dude, I'm super excited just because of that simple fact. Like, my Mavs, finally, we have a shot.
Yeah.
We have a shot, and we're considered a dark horse.
Right.
Oh, my God. I'm invested in this bubble, man.
And we're going to start it off right because this Thursday, we're going to have a doubleheader live stream right here on the Sports Fury on YouTube.
Yes,
we're going to kick things off with Jazz and Pelicans. Zion Williamson, he's back in the bubble. He should be absolutely ready to start on Thursday. And then after that is going to be Clippers and Lakers Battle of LA, baby.
That could be a Western Conference Finals preview. Oh, I'm so excited. And also, guys, even going forward, we're going to be streaming every single night. Literally. Every single night game.
NBA action.
Oh, my God.
And into the playoffs. It's going to be great. So make sure you have that notification and set it to all notifications. So that way you know exactly when we go live. But, Sean, I am ready to give our predictions for how this bubble is going to happen, man.
Yeah.
So let's start off. Let's start off with our seeding.
We're going with our seeding? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Like and 1 through 8 and all that?
And we'll start with the Eastern Conference. I need to know who you have number 1 finishing.
Number 1, we got to go with the Bucks. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch them.
Bucks will be number 1.
They're going to be number 1.
Number 2.
Oh, number 2?
I have the Toronto Raptors staying at 2.
Yeah, I do agree there, too. I think we're unanimous there.
Number 3. Third seed, I got the Boston Celtics.
Celtics, too.
They're staying at 3.
This is pretty simple here.
Number 4, the 4th seed. Who do you got?
I got Miami.
Miami staying at 4. I have them staying at 4 as well. So nothing has really changed here in the standings.
Yeah, so far.
Now let's get to the 5th seed. Who do you have at the 5th seed?
5th seed, I actually have the Pacers.
You got the Pacers.
I got the Pacers. The Pacers are they're right there. They have the 5th seed right now. They are, about a half a game ahead? No, they're actually tied with the 76ers. I think they're going to stick with that 5th seed right there.
All right, I actually have at the 5th seed the 76ers. Sixers currently right now going into the bubble are the 6th seed. Yeah. I have them jumping Indiana and going to the 5th seed.
Gotcha.
And I'll explain why here in a second as we get into our 6th seed. And at 6, I have Indiana falling to 6.
And I have the 76ers, so we just flip-flopped.
Now, here's why I have Indiana dropping to 6 and the 76ers overtaking them. The Pacers, they're getting Oladipo back, but how rusty is he going to be? Sabonis,
true.
I don't think he's going to come back at all.
Oh, yeah, he did get hurt.
And Brogdon, I think they're saying that he's going to be on limited minutes to start things off. So, I think the Pacers drop to 6. Philadelphia, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, all those guys are going to take the 5th seed. So
could happen.
That's why I got Indiana dropping to 6.
Honestly, that could go either way. Yeah, 76ers do have a solid team. Let's just see if their bench can hold up.
Now let's go to the 7th seed. Who do you got?
I got the Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic,
Yep.
I have them also jumping the Nets. Right now, the Nets are 7th seed. Give me Magic to jump up to 7.
Yeah.
Going into the 8th seed, I have the Nets at 8.
I have the Nets.
They have hardly anybody coming back, man.
Dude, everybody's gone.
Everybody's gone. So, it's going to be LeVert. It's going to be Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's their show. Joe Harris.
Honestly, I would imagine them even falling out of the playoffs if they had more teams out of the East. But there's no other teams besides the Wizards who they don't have anybody coming.
Right.
So, yeah, I have Brooklyn finishing 8th seed too.
Okay. Yeah, so that's our seeding for the Eastern Conference. Let us know how you have it seeded. Now let's head over to the Western Conference. Number 1 seed, who do you got?
Oh, I got the Lakers. I still have the Lakers holding it down. They have, about a 5.5 game lead?
Yes.
So they're gonna stay.
They got that short up. I got the Lakers as well. Coming at number 2, I got the Clippers staying at number 2 in the West.
I think that's going to be universal. Clippers, definitely.
Now,
2.
who do you have as your 3rd seed?
Ooh, 3rd seed, I have Denver holding it down.
I got Denver as well. Hey, Jokic, looking pretty goddamn good.
God, this guy lost
He dropped
weight.
a shitload of weight. We'll see how that affects his performance.
I was about to say.
He could be better than ever. Who knows?
Yeah. But typically, sometimes losing that weight, that changes your shot, that changes everything. So we'll see.
Hell yeah. So let's have Denver at 3. Now, going at the 4th seed, I have the Houston Rockets jumping up to the 4th.
Rockets?
Right now, the Rockets are at the 6th seed. I have them jumping up to the 4th.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, the Rockets, they went small ball. They traded away Capella. And I didn't think it was going to really work.
Tucker at 5? That's weird to me.
Yeah. They got Covington in that deal as well. I thought it wasn't really going to work out, but it kind of did, man. Yeah. So I think in the bubble, with that high-powered offense, going small ball, Harden, Russell Westbrook, Covington, Tucker, Gordon, I think they jump up to the 4th seed.
Could happen.
Who do you have?
I still have Utah at number 4.
Utah?
But I still have Utah at 4.
Okay. All right.
But going into the 5th seed, I do have the Rockets there.
You had the Rockets at 5.
I did have them jump up from 6th to 5th.
I have the Jazz at 5th seed. Still a good team.
Okay, so we haven't flip-flopped. Okay.
But what I'm concerned about with Utah is their chemistry. Because Rudy Gobert
that's true.
And Donovan Mitchell are not getting along. Donovan Mitchell is pretty pissed off at Gobert.
They did say they squashed it, but how serious is that? Because they could have just been saying that just to get it over with and move on.
We'll see.
But are they really?
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. Because Donovan Mitchell, he was fucking pissed. And
that's true.
I understand.
Yeah.
But
I understand.
I don't have them dropping all the way down to 6 or anything, but I'll get Jazz at 5.
And it's not like they're only half a game apart or 1 game apart, so it's not like it's a huge difference. So it could happen.
Now, who do you have at your 6th seed?
Oh, my 6th seed?
Yep.
This is where I have my Mavs. I have my Mavs jumping up to the 6th seed. So they're only
jumping up a spot.
Yeah, they're jumping up a spot. Now, right now, between the 4th, 5th, and 6th, Mavs are only a couple games behind those guys, 2-3 games. So they're not far behind. And what I've been seeing from Luka and Porzingis, they haven't even been playing full scrimmages, but when they playing, they're looking fucking fire.
Porzingis, stop missing your fucking test, man. Right now, as of this recording, Porzingis missed a test, so he has to go into mandatory 1-day quarantine. Stop missing those tests because the Dallas Mavericks are looking pretty nice, man. Yeah. You got a young, talented squad. You got Luka Doncic. You got Porzingis, but also you have some nice role players over there in Seth Curry, a deadly shooter. You got Kleber. You have Tim Hardaway, Delon Wright, Justin Jackson, Finney Smith. Oh, yeah. Got some good little young role players over there.
And, dude, Seth Curry killed it the other day on one of the scrimmages against the Lakers. He hit every single 3. He went 7 for 7, 8 for 8, something like that. Yeah. He murdered. But, yeah, I have us taking that 6th seed.
All right, at number 6 for me, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Currently going into the bubble, they are the 5th seed. I have them dropping down just 1 spot.
Okay.
I got OKC at number 6. Who do you have at 7?
7 is the Thunder for me.
Thunder, you have them dropping down a couple of spots.
I have them dropping down a couple spots to where the Mavs are right now.
Yep. All right, I have at number 7 your Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, so we're pretty much having flip-flop again.
I have them at 7, but look, it's possible Dallas, things go the right way, they could jump all the way even up to the 4th seed. It's possible.
Don't get my hopes up, Josh. Now you're getting me all excited here.
But I have Dallas Mavericks staying at 7.
Yeah.
Now let's get to the most interesting spot for seeding.
Yes.
Going into the playoffs.
Yes.
The number 8th seed of the Western Conference.
How many teams do we have fighting for this spot?
You have, right now, the Memphis Grizzlies have that 8th spot.
Uh-huh.
But you also have the Pelicans. Zion's coming back. You have the Sacramento Kings. You have the San Antonio Spurs. You have the Phoenix Suns. Portland Trailblazers.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Portland is really goddamn interesting.
They are.
So, who do you have in this very interesting spot?
See, this is tough. Because I know a lot of people have been talking about the Pelicans. They got the easiest schedule of them all so far. But, okay, I want to put a little note on there. Yeah, they might have the easiest, but at the same time, these are still playoff caliber teams. So how easy is it, right? It's not going to be like a cakewalk. But then, yeah, like you said, Portland have good talent. Mm-hmm. But you know what, man? I ain't going to stick with Memphis holding it down. They have a 3-game lead right now to the Portland Trailblazers, which is right behind them. They got a 3-game lead, and I'm trusting in Ja Morant, man. I love this kid.
Oh, Ja Morant, that dude seems like he can do whatever the hell he wants. He can get to the rim. This dude is a stud. He should be Rookie of the Year, okay?
Better.
Now, Grizzlies, I don't have them staying at 8. No. Because they have one of the toughest schedules remaining in the last 8 games.
That's true.
Now, so, I don't know. I don't think they get it. And you know what? I don't think I'm even going to say the Pelicans get it. Even with Zion back. Ooh. This is where I have a bit of a hot take. The hardest remaining schedule in these 8 games, their backs are against the wall right here. The Portland Trailblazers, I believe, are going to get the 8th seed. And the reason why is even though they have the toughest remaining schedule, I think out of all those teams in the bubble fighting for that 8th seed, they have the best team going in. Okay. They have the best chances because you got Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum in the backcourt. Mm-hmm. One of the best backcourts in the entire NBA. And Dame time, when his back against the wall, come on now. Do you really want to bet up against Dame?
Oh, he'll drain some shots.
CJ McCollum, he can go off for 25 plus at any given night. Mm-hmm. Carmelo Anthony, he's looking like he's in the best shape in years.
Dude, he looks weird to me. Oh my God.
And then you got the front court is healthy and back. You got Nurkic, Zach Collins, Hassan Whiteside. That's a nasty front court. So despite the fact that the Portland Trailblazers had their backs against the wall. They're what are they at right now with their record? They're 21.5 games behind out of first place, and they're 3.5 games out of the 8th seed.
Yep.
From Memphis, I think they can do that.
They could.
I think they can get that 8th seed, despite the fact that they have the hardest schedule remaining, because I think they have the best roster to do so. Pelicans, pretty damn good role players. Yes. Zion right there leading the way. But he is a rookie.
Yeah, you got Ball and all them over there.
Give me a veteran team like the Blazers. See, they're going to get the 8th seed. I'm going to say them get the 8th seed.
I could see the Blazers because you pretty much said everything that pretty much could put them over the edge.
They can do it. McCollum. They can do it.
Now, the only thing that questions with them is remember they were the one team that didn't want to go.
Well, it felt like if they weren't going to have a chance to do it, they didn't want to be part of it. But they do have a chance.
They do.
They do. So, get me Portland to get that 8th seed. Let us know what you guys have in the Western Conference for things that are a bit more interesting, especially that 8th seed. Yes. Who do you guys have? And by the way, San Antonio Spurs, don't discount them completely because they actually have a really favorable schedule. Popovich in the playoffs, who knows?
Oh, yeah.
But give me Portland. Sean here going with Memphis.
I'm going with Ja Morant.
All right. Now, let's get into it, Sean.
Oh, let's go.
Let's get into the first round of the playoffs. We're going to give you our whole bracket all the way to the NBA championship.
Yep.
Let's do it. Everybody, cheers.
Come on, guys. We're going to have a great time, man. Oh, my God. I'm so excited for all these games.
First round. Oh!
Jesus Christ, Josh.
First round. Let's start off in the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Bucks, Nets, Bucks win and sweep.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I don't see the Nets. They have no one.
Heat and 76ers are the 4-5 spot for me. Mm-hmm. I have Heat advancing. Who's your 4-5 spot?
I have Heat and Pacers. The Pacers are 5th seed for me. I have Heat winning, though, either way.
Okay, Heat advancing to the second round.
Yes.
Now the 3-6 spot, I have Celtics versus the Pacers, and I have the Celtics beating the Pacers in 5 games.
Okay, I have actually Celtics 76ers because that's where we're a little different on. I have Celtics winning that series right there. I don't see it being a 7-game series with them. I think it's going to be 6 games. That's going to be a great series because they hate each other. Great rivalry.
And then the 2-7 matchup, Raptors, Magic for me. Raptors, Magic for you.
Yes.
Raptors win.
I think it's simple.
You know what? Magic always pulls off one victory against Toronto.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say 5 games.
Yeah, I'd say 5 or 6 games.
And for me, the most interesting matchup in the Eastern Conference in the first round is Heat 76ers. Okay. That's going to be a 6-7 game series right there. I'll say 7-game series. Because Sixers, listen, they have a great front court. That's where they're going to have advantage.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, Horford, they're going to have that advantage over the Heat. But the Miami Heat, they have a great fucking defense, a great perimeter defense, and they can shoot lights out.
Oh, yeah, dude. Miami's got Bam. They got fucking Jimmy Butler.
Yes.
Can't wait to see that team.
They have multiple guys who can go off.
Yeah.
Whereas the 76ers, Embiid can give you 20+.
Yep.
Tobias Harris can give you 20+. And outside of that, it's kind of hit and miss.
Well, Simmons.
It can if he hits threes, maybe. But it's kind of hit and miss beyond that for 20+.
Sure.
From the 76ers. So give me Miami in 7 games in that series.
My series that to watch out for that round is Celtics 76ers, actually. Because of the rivalry.
That would be interesting. They really hate each other.
Oh, they're going to be more amped up more than any. I still think Celtics going to pull it out. But
all right, now the first round in the Western Conference.
Yes.
Okay, I have my 1-8 matchup being Lakers and Blazers. This is probably the best Western Conference series right here. Blazers and Lakers in my bracket. And I'm going to go with the Lakers, and I want to go with them in 6 games.
Okay.
But don't be shocked, because if we're talking Cinderella type storylines here, Blazers are not a true 8th seed. That's going into the playoffs in my bracket.
That's true.
So, but I got Lakers advancing.
They got better talent than an 8th seed. But yeah, I have Lakers, Memphis here. Memphis is my 8th seed. I got Lakers taking care of business. At most, I see 5 games. Lakers are just too overpowered, especially with Anthony Davis and LeBron. So, yeah.
All right, 4-5 matchup for me is Rockets versus Jazz. Yep. And I'm going to have the Rockets advancing over Utah again.
I have Jazz versus Rockets. They're a little flip-flop for us. I have Rockets at 5th seed, but I still have the Rockets pulling that out. I think that's going to be a damn good series either way. But, yeah, I got Rockets pulling that out.
3-6 matchup. In the Western Conference for me is Denver versus OKC at 6. And I'm going to have Denver advancing in 6 games.
All right.
But I wouldn't be surprised if OKC can knock out Denver. Dude, Denver, they sometimes kind of play sluggish in the first round.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And OKC is not a team to overlook. They've surprised everybody this year.
Yeah.
SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chris Paul. SGA is going to be a stud in this league.
Yeah, but especially Chris Paul.
But I'll have Denver advancing.
Okay. I actually have, this is where I have my Mavs. Denver's 3rd seed, my Mavs 6th seed. And I have my Mavs pulling off an upset versus Denver. I think we match up well versus them.
You do?
I don't think they have anybody to stop Luka. Nobody to stop Luka Doncic. So I'm going to go fucking Dallas pulling off the upset. I know what y'all are saying. Oh, you little biased.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it.
And the 2-7 matchup, I have Clippers versus Mavericks. And I'm going to have the Clippers advancing in 6-7 games. Yeah. I think it's going to be a rough go if it's Mavs versus Clippers in the first round. Mind you, Lou Williams is going to miss some time because he has to do a mandatory 10-day quarantine for missing... he went to the strip club when he wasn't supposed to. It was unexcused absence. So he's going to be out. That's their biggest guy off the bench. Montrezl Harrell, he left the bubble due to a family emergency.
When's he coming back?
I don't know.
They haven't said?
As of right now, I don't know when Montrezl Harrell is going to be coming back.
Gotcha.
So with those 2 big pieces missing early on in the series, Dallas Mavericks, like I said, with their young studs over there, Luka Doncic and Porzingis and those other role players. Here's another bit of a hot take right here. I think the Dallas Mavericks are going to give the Clippers a run for their fucking money. Yeah. They could give them a bit of a scare.
Oh, I think the Mavs can compete with anybody. We've seen that with the Lakers. We played them. Clippers have bullied us a little bit, but that's also when Porzingis is still kind of trying to get his legs underneath him early in the season. Luka, same thing. But you know what? I think the Mavs, in your scenario, could give them a run. I still think the Clippers would win in that scenario. In my opinion, I would say that still. But yeah. But no. And my 2 versus 7 here, I have Clippers versus Thunder. Obviously, I have the Clippers advancing. Don't get me wrong. The Thunder will make it. I think if the Clippers and Thunder play, I think it will be most 6 games.
All right.
So
Now let's head into the second round. Let's go back to the Eastern Conference.
Yes.
In the second round, I have Bucks versus Heat.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a grueling 6-7 game series.
It really is, yeah.
And this is a huge test for a young Miami Heat team. I got guys like Bam and Jimmy Butler and all them. I mean, who else they have over there? They have Duncan Robinson, who's been going off. Derrick Jones.
Yeah.
Dude, Kendrick Nunn. So this is going to be a good test for those young cats, man.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee, hey, listen, we saw last year they can get flustered. If you play good defense on them, especially on Giannis,
if you flood him,
and you
like
play
crowd him,
you play good perimeter defense, and Milwaukee can't knock down those open shots, hey,
it's going to be trouble.
Miami could take advantage of that, and who knows?
Trouble.
But I have Milwaukee advancing.
Yeah, I have the same matchup. I do have Bucks advancing, but yeah, like you said, we saw if you crowd Giannis when he gets into the paint, you crowd him and you make him pass the ball out or he forces up shots. That's how you're gonna win.
But that's a hell of a tall order because Giannis should have a massive advantage and should take complete control of that advantage in the front court versus Miami.
Definitely.
He should.
He should.
But if he does it, could be trouble. But he should.
But yeah,
Milwaukee advances now. Boston versus Toronto. This is the matchup for me as well as you.
Yes, it is.
Who do you have advancing?
This one's tough because going into the season, I think we both weren't sure how Toronto would be.
Yeah.
But then they turned out to be the number 2 seed in the East. Yep. We thought they were going to drop down, not out of the playoffs, but drop down a little bit. But you know what? They're doing solid this year. But at the same time, the Celtics, they're just too young, too talented. I'm going to go Celtics pulling out the series.
You have Celtics pulling it out.
I do have the Celtics pulling out.
This is tough for me. Toronto, a lot of people slept on them.
They did.
They thought they were just going to die off.
Yeah.
They thought they were going to die off. They'd probably be a 5th, 6th seed this year going into the season.
Yep.
But no, man, this is one of the best defensive teams. Pascal Siakam, absolute fucking monster.
This guy's progression just blew out the roof.
But Boston, though,
yeah,
Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward, Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown. Man, they got about 4 guys who can go off for 20-plus a night.
Anybody. If one has a down game, the other one's going to pick it up.
Mind you, Boston is also a top 5 ranked defense and offense.
Yes,
so
they are.
I'm going to give the edge to Boston here in a 7-game series.
And so you also got to remember, Josh, even though they're the second seed, Toronto, and no one really has home court advantage. If it had home court advantage and they played it over there in Toronto, man, that crowd is amazing.
Right.
That might be a little different. But Boston, since it's in Orlando, no one has home court advantage. I'm going to go to the most talented team.
Yeah. Now in the Western Conference in the second round, I have Lakers and Rockets facing off.
Same here.
And I'm going to have the Lakers advance over the Rockets.
Me too. I understand what the Rockets are doing. Like you said, they went small ball, and it was working. But this is the thing. When you get to playoffs...
Now you're playing against LeBron James and Anthony fucking Davis.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Tucker, I'm sorry, is not going to be able to handle Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is going to have a field day against Houston. A field day.
It's going to be all day. And this is the thing. Half-court game, it becomes a half-court game when you get to the playoffs. Now, the only team that really broke that trend was the Golden State Warriors because they had the pieces. They didn't just jack up random threes like the Houston Rockets do. They actually took efficient threes.
Now, also here, I have Denver versus Clippers in the other matchup.
Another matchup, yeah.
And I'm going to have the Clippers advance over the Denver Nuggets in, I'm going to say 5 games.
5 games?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the LA Clippers are going to start off sluggish.
Yeah.
And Dallas is going to give them a nice run for their money. But as they progress into the playoffs, they're going to get better and better and more lethal.
Okay.
I have them advancing to the conference finals.
Gotcha. Well, this is where I actually have my Mavs playing the Clippers. Because my Mavs upset the Denver Nuggets in first round. Now, this is where I think the Dallas and Clippers are going to go to 7 games. But
See, I think the Dallas Mavericks would be better off facing them in the first round than in the second round.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, man. See, yeah, you could be right. You could be right. That could be where they could take advantage of it before the Clippers get rolling, right? Get in a rhythm. But either way, I have us playing here, and I have the Clippers winning. I still think we're a center away or another scorer away. Dallas is there, but they're not there yet. They're almost there. So give me the Clippers. They're going to be in the conference championship against the Lakers.
All right, now let's get into the Eastern Conference Finals. Bucks versus Celtics.
Yes.
We both have this. What do you have advancing?
Could it be the Bucks? Bucks blew it last year, right? They could have had it, They didn't pull it out, though. Toronto went on to win it, right? But I have them going on and beating these Celtics. I don't know who's going to be able to stop Giannis over there in Boston. I just feel like I think Giannis is on a mission this year. He is determined. He looks focused. He looks ready. He looks pissed. I think Bucks win it.
All right, so Boston and Milwaukee. Again, Giannis should have the huge advantage of the front court against a smaller Boston team. Their front court starting off, you got Daniel Tice and Gordon Hayward.
Yep.
Like those are your big guys in the front court. Against Giannis, that's a tall order. That's a fucking tall order.
Very tall order.
But, again, Boston, their firepower and their overall defense. I think Milwaukee flounders again.
Are you serious?
Boston goes to the Eastern. No, they win the Eastern Conference Finals and they
my
go to the
God.
NBA Finals. Give me Boston going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, Boston?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think the Bucks are going to blow it again and Boston goes to the NBA Finals.
That's a bold take there, buddy.
Ooh,
I like it.
Shit.
Okay, I like
Boston going to the finals.
Okay.
Now, in the Western Conference, it's a battle of LA for the both of us. Lakers versus Clippers. We all figured it's going to come down to this in the West.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
Oh man, see this one's tough, and I think a lot of people are torn about it because we all felt like, they got Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's a good luck charm, right? He took Toronto on a one and done, right? But the Lakers, man, they're playing for Kobe, man. Rip Kobe in the chat.
Yes.
And so it's tough.
They're going to have that with them.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to really, want one team to win over the other. But you know what? I'm gonna go Clippers here. I'm trusting and I'm putting my faith in Kawhi Leonard to take another team, a third team, to the NBA Finals.
I will also be going with the Los Angeles Clippers too.
Okay.
Now, since 2015, there hasn't been another NBA player in the NBA to guard LeBron James like Kawhi Leonard.
That's true.
He's the best at guarding LeBron James.
What's his nickname again, Josh?
The Claw! The Claw on LeBron James.
Yes. Oh, God.
That's going to be a great fucking matchup, man. Anthony Davis. Now, in the front court, he's still going to be the man.
Yeah.
JaVale McGee, he's a fucking bum. Whatever. Who cares? Now, hopefully, Montrezl Harrell is back by then to help out Ivica Zubac.
Yeah.
Joakim Noah's now there on the Clippers.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think the Clippers just have more depth. I think they just have better defense. And then on the bench, you have Lou Williams, you have Reggie Jackson, Landry Shamet. Jermichael Green, Montrezl Harrell.
And I saw Patrick Beverly coming back.
Patrick Beverly is going to be coming back. So I think the Clippers just have more defense. They just have more role players. They have a deeper bench. Give me the Clippers beating the Lakers and going to the NBA Finals.
But it's going to be a damn good series. That's definitely, I think me and you both can agree it's going to go 7 games, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be a phenomenal.
It's going to be crazy.
Yep.
Now, in the NBA Finals, we have Boston versus LA in my bracket.
I got Bucks and LA Clippers. I'm on.
So, Boston versus LA, but this time it's not Boston and Lakers, it's Boston and the Clippers.
Ah, I see what you did there. Okay.
And my NBA champions are going to be the Clippers.
The Clippers?
The Clippers are going to be 2020 NBA champions, and the MVP of the NBA Finals is going to be the Claw!
Is he going to win a third MVP for a third team?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What do you got?
I actually have the same thing.
Yeah, the Clippers winning over the Bucks.
Clippers beating the Bucks. I don't think the Bucks have enough to beat the Clippers. I think no matter which LA team makes it, is going to win the NBA Finals, in my opinion.
So,
just saying. I think Kawhi is going to break that curse, as all the Laker fans love to throw out there, that they're cursed.
Mofo's been trying to tell us. Crazy Mofo, our moderator's been trying to tell us, hey, man, the Clippers, they're cursed. But you know what, though? Hey, they were saying that the Toronto Raptors were cursed in the East, and he took them to the NBA Finals. He took them to the Promised Land on a one and done. He took them to the Promised Land, and he fucking won the entire thing. I'll take the Claw over a curse.
Yes. Kawhi Leonard, this guy just is a monster. He's a machine.
He's a killer.
He's a machine.
So
they're going to win.
Clippers are our NBA champions in the bubble for 2020. What do you guys have? Let us know who you have seeding. Let us know who you have winning the NBA championship.
Yes.
Who's your MVP of the NBA Finals? And again, reminder, this Thursday, we're kicking off the NBA season right with a doubleheader. Pelicans versus Jazz. Zion Williamson. Can't wait to watch this dude call a game of his. And then
we got Clippers. Battle of LA. The Western Conference Finals preview. Clippers versus Lakers. Be in here. Tune in. It's going to be a blast.
It's going to be a great time. We'll see you on the live stream. And thank you so much to everybody who's watching this on the premiere, everybody who's watching this on a replay.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys this Thursday.
Yeah, let's go, Mavs! Bye-bye!